How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars, back with another virtual description. Today we are going to talk about our 2003 Ford SVT Cobra convertible. This is a vehicle I bought from a customer out of Michigan. He purchased it from a Ford dealership back in 2020, so he's owned it for a number of years. It is a verified 18,000 mile car. It is a clean Carfax. There's no accidents, there's no damage. The miles are true and accurate. So there's no question marks on any of that stuff. And it is a very clean 18,000 mile car, kind of front to back. You can check out the Carfax on my website at pcclassiccars.com. Click on the vehicle you're interested in. Obviously, we're talking about the 2003 Cobra, but for any of my vehicles, click on the vehicle you're interested in, scroll below the photos. You'll see the virtual description, the test drive video, and the additional infos tab. It'll have a lot of good pertinent information in there. The driveline that's in this Cobra does have the original 4.6 liter supercharged V8 stock. Those the Terminators made 390 horsepower and 390 foot-pounds of torque. If you've ever driven one, they're extremely fun to drive. I absolutely love Terminator Cobras. I always keep them in my inventory. This one does have an upgraded exhaust. It still retains the original stock manifolds, stock cats, but it does have a Borla catback exhaust system. Take a look at my test drive video. You'll hear the car going down the road. Again, the Borlas sound excellent on any of the Terminators. Outside of the exhaust, it does have a cold air intake, subframe connectors, but besides that, it's going to be pretty stock. Again, check out the test drive video. You'll see a lot of information and me personally driving the car going down the road. On my Does It Work section, again, it's a really sorted car. It's 18,000 miles. There's nothing that's out of place. Everything front to back, from the headlights all the way to the tail lights and everything in between, including the heat and AC and all your power options. All that stuff works great. So it's a sorted car, 18,000 miles. There's really no surprises there. On my pre-inspection, when we first got the car in, we do a really good job of kind of going over the vehicles front to back. All of your wear items on the underneath of the car checked out good. Everything appears to be original when it comes to the suspension outside of the subframe connectors. All your bushings, shocks, springs, all that stuff looks good. All of your fluids are in great shape as well. The only two disclaimers I have are the tires are in excellent shape, but they are date coded 2014 and then 2015 in the rear. There's no dry rot. There's no hard spots going down the road. The tires are in good shape, but the age of the tires is getting a little close for at least me to personally replace them if I was going to keep the car. So that's personal preference, but for peace of mind, if you are going to drive the car regularly, I would probably put a new set of tires on the car. The only other disclaimer that I have is from the rear differential. There is a minuscule little drip. When it came in, it had one tiny little drip. It's not a leak. It is extremely minimal. Nothing that's worth taking the rear end apart to replace a seal. It's, again, very, very minor. So those would be the two disclaimers, that little drip from the rear diff, and then the tires are just a little bit older on the car. On the exterior, it is a factory Oxford white Cobra. The paint is very clean front to back and appears to be original outside of some little touch-ups. The front of the hood, the front bumper, and then around the car in a miscellaneous few little spots, there are some little touch-ups. Nothing that's egregious, all just very minor things for a car that's over 20 years old now. The power top is in great shape. Obviously, it's a black top. No issues with that. The power top goes up and down exactly like it should. As far as modifications on the outside, it's very, very stock outside of, obviously, the Borla catback exhaust. You can see the tips. And then this one does have some billet aluminum hood inserts. All of the Cobras have the same hood. This one's just got some little inserts that are different than from the factory. If someone wanted to change those back to the original ones, you can get them easily online, but I think they look great on the car. Interior, same way. It's the factory graphite interior. There's no weird smells. No one's ever smoked in the car. There's no issues front to back. If I have to nitpick anything, there is extremely minor wear on the edge of the driver's seat just from getting in and out, the way that your body slides in. To get past the bolster on those seats, it's almost impossible to not get a little bit of wear on the edge of the seat. But it's minimal. The dash is great. The gauges are easy and clean, super easy to read. Center console's nice, back seat looks good, and then obviously you have the roll bar that the Terminator Cobras came with. So again, no issues on the interior. Shows like an 18,000 mile car. Transitioning to the underside here, again, 18,000 mile car, no rust issues, no accidents, no damage ever reported. The underneath is extremely clean. If you scroll through my photos on the website, you'll see the underneath condition and it shows great. There's no problems on the bottom side of the car whatsoever. My overall feel on this Cobra, I absolutely love Terminator Cobras. They are probably within the top 5 of my favorite cars that I buy and sell here at my dealership. I love them, the 03s, 04s. I know some people are preference to either year, but I absolutely love both of them. I always keep one or two in my inventory just because they always sell. They are an extremely popular car. They have one of the most iconic Ford supercharger whines. Hopping in an 03 or 04 Terminator Cobra, you just listen for that supercharger whine. It is just one of the coolest things. And when these cars came out back in 03, they were just like the pinnacle Ford that hadn't had something like this for a while. And again, that's why they're so collectible and so desirable now. I personally don't think the white gets as enough credit as it deserves. I think the white on the coupe and the convertible, they just look awesome in white. Obviously, all of my personal cars are black. You guys have heard me talk about that for a long time. But I would personally own this Cobra. I love the white. I think it accentuates the body lines, the way that the car looks with the black top, the graphite interior. The Oxford white, again, is a great color on these. As always, I appreciate y'all stopping in to watch another one of my virtual descriptions. Make sure you check out the test drive video and the additional infos tab on my website. It's going to be underneath the photos of the car. Again, we do it for every single vehicle. Make sure you check those out. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, other things that y'all want to see, don't hesitate to reach out to us directly, and we can add that stuff to our videos. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next virtual description. Have a great rest of your day.